welcome to GottaBeReel movie reviews with Thommi.
That's me.
And Jules. And right now we're reviewing The Invitation.
Creepy. Ooh. I see the previews for this and was like, absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about The Invitation at theaters.
All right. So it's PG-13 and it's an hour and 45 minutes. And it stars Natalie Emanuel. You'll remember her from Fast 7 on. So she's been like in the last few Fast and Furiouses. And she plays Evie.
In Game of Thrones also. Wasn't she Daenerys's...
Yes, slave.
I hate to call her a slave because she didn't want to refer to her like that, but yes.
Best friend.
I remember her. Yeah, more. There you go. I think that was more of her best friend for her. But yes, you'll remember her if you're a Game of Thrones nut like me. Okay.
Yeah. Or me.
Yes.
Thomas Doherty plays Walter. You'll know him from Gossip Girl. Okay, I watched the original and I watched the one on HBO Max. He's on the newer one on HBO Max.
Okay.
He's also in Legacies. I watched that too. And Descendants 3, you might recognize him from there. One of those Disney movies. Okay. I love Disney movies. I've seen it.
When you say Descendants 3, I'm thinking about The Descent. That's what goes in my head, but that's not the same type of movie whatsoever.
Definitely not the same. This
is
a Disney thing.
And you know what The Descent is about. Yeah. All right.
Stephanie Corneliusson plays Victoria. You might recognize her from Mr. Robot or from Legion.
And when you say Legion, are you talking about the movie Legion or the series?
The series, which was so abstract, it lost me so much.
Discombobulated, like...
Yeah, I was watching YouTube videos trying to figure out what the heck did I just watch, and I was like, finally, I have to just let it go.
All right, see, I'm not doing all that, and I got like that with Stranger Things. I think after the second season, I'm like, this is not making sense to me, and I don't feel like having to think that much when I just want to enjoy a show, but I completely get how you feel.
For real.
Okay.
Alana Bolden plays Lucy. You'll recognize her from Uncharted or Flowers in the Attic.
The original Flowers in the Attic?
I don't know which one, girl. They just keep bringing it back and bringing it back.
Okay,
they just brought it back again, actually.
The original one, fine. I watched part 2. Terrible. With the T-U. Yeah, T-U-R. It was terrible. There was really no need to make it. In fact, it seemed like the basis of it was the incest, and it was grossing me out, and there was really no need to ruin the first movie. Leave it alone.
Yeah.
Leave this movie alone. Like, for real. We're not even... Stop. How do you want to do that? Okay. Leave it out. Leave the movies allowed.
Hugh Skinner plays Oliver.
Okay.
His face was off-putting.
What do you mean? It's very distinct. He has distinct features. But you're being nice by calling it off-putting.
Face or something? No, I'm not going to put that on all British people because they don't all make that face.
It's this guy. Him.
Did he make it for this movie, or is that just the way your face is? I'm sorry, sir.
It's his face.
I don't know why they kept letting you make that face. But maybe for this movie, because it is a horror movie, that you were looking crazy. Because you was looking crazy, buddy.
I think that's just his face.
Oh. Courtney Taylor, she played Grace. She plays... Evie's best friend, and you'll recognize her from Insecure. Now, I am going to venture to say she's my favorite character in this. And as I was putting together these notes, I glanced and I saw other people saying she's their favorite character too. Everybody needs a friend like Grace.
That's going to check on you. Look, if Jules goes out of the country and she's going to go for, I don't care if it's 2 or 3 or 4 weeks, and these are people she does not know. First of all, I'm going to need to see your face. You know what I mean? We're going to have the video chat. I'm not accepting just a text. If I've called you 8 times today, and 3 times tomorrow, and you haven't answered, you know my crime-loving self, I'm about to call the authorities because something ain't right, and you need one of those friends. That's just how Little Red Lowry was in Get Out. Yeah. You need that friend that's going to be bothered and scared. Like
Grace said, look, Evie, when you get there, I'm going to need you to take a picture of the car. I'm going to need you to take a picture of the license plate. I'm going to need you to call me every night before you go to bed. I don't care what you're doing. You know, she was not messing around.
You need a friend like that has your back. Because that's a lot. You just met somebody and all of a sudden they're paying for your trip out of the country.
Yep.
Something, you should kind of, a little something might not be right, but you want to take them precautions. As a matter of fact, me and my friends used to do that. You know, if we were going out on a date with someone new or whatnot, we would go out. I need to see what he looks like. I'm writing down his license plate. I'm taking a picture because if something happens, it's on.
Yeah.
And then they're probably going to get in the car. Y'all said y'all was going to such and such restaurant. They're coming to the restaurant and they're going to look for me. They're not just going to wait for the police. So you need one of them type of friends on your team.
Yeah.
And I was what's the movie with Channing Tatum and Sandra Bullock?
Lost City.
Yes, she has a friend like that in there as well, who was kind of on her, her PR team, but she was like, I'm going to get my chick. That is my friend, and something ain't right, and she needs help, and we're going.
It's
and I like it now.
It's the whole Key Sweat thing.
Yeah,
Something just ain't right. You know what I'm saying?
And it wasn't. Okay.
It just ain't right.
All right, then we got
Sean Pertwee. He plays Mr. Fields. You'll recognize him from Gotham and You.
I don't watch You, but a lot of people kept talking. It's
it.
really weird and creepy is what I'm getting.
You should watch it.
Okay.
I mean, the last
season
was a little weak. Sometimes they keep going and it gets a little weak. But definitely watch the first.
I think I would like it.
Yeah, you would like it.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, that's up your alley, girl.
Okay.
Carol Ann Crawford plays Mrs. Swift. I really liked her character.
Mrs. Swift. Oh.
She is a sweet lady.
I know. We won't say anything. Okay.
All right.
So what is it about? What is the invitation about?
So Evie is working as with a caterer as a waitress, and her mom had just passed, so she has no family. And it turns out that they have swag bags, and Courtney tells her, Grace, get a swag bag. You can take one. They're free. Take two. Take three. And in this swag bag, there's a DNA kit. So she does the DNA, and she finds out she has family in England. And that's when she bumps into off-putting face Oliver. And Oliver's all excited, like, I'm so excited to meet you. I'm so excited that we have family. We have family here. And they start to kind of get to know each other. And he's like, I know it's too soon, but I want to invite you to a wedding in England. All expenses paid.
Now, when you hear that, England, all expenses paid, plus I can meet some family. Who's going to turn that down?
Well, she was trying to say no. She kept trying to say no. Please, everybody is so anxious to meet you. Uncle so-and-so and Auntie so-and-so and your cousins and everybody will meet you and it'll be fine. So she finally is like, okay, I'll go. And when she gets there, she finds out that there's way more than she ever could have imagined or bargained for.
And it's actually in a preview, so we can actually talk about that. She's, at this dinner table.
I know, they gave away too much.
Maybe
they had a prime opportunity not to give away that
I say
much.
that I could see them maybe cutting at least half of it, because I like to get surprised a little bit. You know what I mean? So again, you can see this in the preview. She's at this table, and everybody's just so extravagantly glamorized, and they're in this huge mansion, and they've got servants and maids, and oh wow, and she's like, oh, who's the bride? We haven't seen the bride. Yeah, it's you.
Yep, you
the bride. And she's like, what? And as she discovers that she is the bride that she had no idea about, she watches them slit one of the maids' throats in front of her. Drip it into a cup, and right at this point, she's frozen with fear. I can see it in her face, because any logical person is going to be like, there's no way this is really... Either y'all playing a joke on me, y'all know I like scary, that's funny. This can't be really happening. And she's sitting there trying to catch her breath because she can't believe what she just seen. And everybody there is just like, oh, yes.
Finally, we can be ourselves.
And we're like, what the heck is going on? What are these people?
Yeah.
And that's something we're not going to tell you about in here, what they are. But at this point, it's kind of a fight for survival.
I think the trailer gives away what they are.
It probably did too. Now I'm really starting to agree with you now that it probably did.
Yeah.
I would have liked, like I said, maybe cut half of that out, because I like some kind of surprise. But she's not going down without a fight. She does what she needs to do to survive. Yeah. And people try to help her, but you know how that goes. If you stray away from the family, they're going to find out and they're going to handle you.
Right.
So she did what she had to do. Her best friend again is trying to get in touch with her, like, girl, if you don't answer this phone. But anyways, her best friend, first of all, she stuck with her through the end. We're not going to tell you how it ends or anything.
Yeah, please don't get that way.
Yeah, but A, you need that kind of friend.
Yes.
B, don't leave the country without somebody knowing exactly who you're with, their pictures and all that, FaceTime around you, doing all of that. You just met these people.
Be prepared for anything to happen.
Well, my goodness, would you have thought you're about to be?
So this movie was originally titled The Bride, which makes sense. I get that. Yeah.
Okay. Kind of bland, but...
In an interview with Bloody Disgusting, director Jessica M. Thompson revealed that an alternate R-rated cut of the film will be released in virtual on demand and streaming following the theatrical run. In the other version, more gore, violence, and nudity are added, which were removed from the theatrical version for a PG-13 rating.
I want to see the real one.
I want to see that.
I want to see... I don't mind gore.
Was this movie super great? No. But was it good? Yes. Would I like to see the R-rated version with the more stuff?
Absolutely.
Yes, because it was still entertaining.
It was.
As Evie exits the airport, the last picture shown on the wall is of Whitby, the supposed location of the film, and the place that Dracula was said to have landed in England.
So if you get the Dracula reference, it makes sense.
I think
for the movie.
they give it away in the.
They're
vampires.
Yeah.
Sorry, they give it away in the trailer.
Yeah, they don't age.
Yeah.
But it's like, what are you supposed to do when you're out of the country and now you're about to be married? Well, you're sacrificial marriage is really. Yeah, it was enjoyable for me. I enjoyed watching it. I have fun with the watch. I would absolutely prefer to see the rated R version.
You know why I think it was enjoyable to us? Because she didn't just play like damsel in distress.
Oh yeah, no,
once
not at all.
stuff started going down, she didn't just wilt.
Yeah. Oh no, why are you using me? No, please.
It just died.
No,
or whatever, you know.
And that's the thing about
easily,
they're doing it a lot more lately, where the women are not being these silly little damsels who just want to cry and beg. No, honey, you better grab a weapon and you better fight back with all your might. You got to get some anger up in you to match these people, because these mugs is off the chain with it on their own little. I'm going to say they probably had the land was probably all theirs. Centuries. They lived for centuries, so they probably got generational wealth. I would hope so. Yeah. But there's nobody.
If you're a vampire, you don't have generational wealth.
If you're a vampire, you better be rich. Because if you're not,
I mean, unless you were just changed 5 minutes ago, what are you doing?
You should be in a million, maybe even billion at this point. If your whole family is vampires, there's no reason y'all shouldn't be rich. And the thing is,
we having a whole
I know, like it's so real, right? Right. But we're just saying this for the movie, the sake of the movie. Where they're all on this land that they all own, so there's really nobody to help her. So she has to fight on her own, and it's pretty good. I enjoyed the way that it ended. I wasn't mad at it.
Yeah.
No extra scenes, right? We didn't have any extra scenes here.
But it's kind of, there could be a part 2.
I could see that. I could see that happening.
Just saying, there could be.
Yeah, I could see her maybe extracting more revenge with her bestie at her side, who is down to help her or whatever.
Well,
we're gonna. You tell us what you think when you've seen it.
How many clappers would you give it?
I'm going with the strong 3 for this one. What about you?
I give it a strong 3 as well.
Yeah, I can agree. Yeah, so go ahead and check it out. Fun date movie. There was a sex scene or 2 in there, but it wasn't extremely graphic, just in case for your kids. Yeah, it wasn't anything graphic. Just some, you got some blood and gore going on because there's a fight going on.
It wasn't horrifically scary.
Mm-hmm. And it wasn't a whole lot of gore either.
A couple jump scenes.
Yeah, that's why I would like to see the rated R version. I mean, it was kind of mellow to me as far as the gore goes. It was there, but it was kind of mellow. I would like to see some more interesting kills hopefully in the rated R version. I would like to see the kills be more interesting. Yep. I don't want to just see you slice or just stab in the chest. I want to see some fighting, like some serious conflict going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there you have it. So we're going to go ahead with a strong 3 for this one. It's okay if you go, especially for a date movie. It's fine if you go to the movies. If you're taking like your whole family, definitely I would recommend matinee if you were going to go that route.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yep. I agree.
Okay, so there you have our review of The Invitation. Don't forget, we are on Facebook. We are on YouTube. We are on Instagram, and we're on Cash App. If you would like to make a contribution to our movie watching ventures, we appreciate it all. Also, don't forget, we take requests. Tell us what you want to see. It doesn't matter if it's at the movies. It could be something old and classic. Doesn't matter the genre. Let us know what you want to see. We'll review it, shout you out on the show. All right? And also, we're going to have our content loaded up on FearCon Network. Go to fearcon.com. You're going to get a lot of information there. You're going to see coming up for Halloween. We have some guest stars coming in, some panels,
and the actual FearCon will be live streamed.
Yes. So go fearcon.com and continue to check us out right here on Facebook, YouTube, or Instagram. Chat with us. We want to know what you think about these movies. All right. All right. Well, thank you very much for tuning in to our review of The Invitation. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.